The moment the dog lunged forward, time inside the airport seemed to fracture. Travelers froze mid-step, wheels of suitcases locked in place, conversations dying in open mouths. Under the bright terminal lights, a police K9's jaws clamped onto a black suitcase, teeth sinking deep into fabric that was never meant to resist. The handler shouted commands, a woman screamed and pulled back on the handle, and for one sharp second no one understood what they were witnessing. It looked like chaos. It felt like a mistake. But in that instant, something far worse than fear had just been stopped. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the idea that sometimes danger hides in plain sight, take a moment now to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Stories like this remind us why paying attention, and caring, still matters. The airport was alive with its usual rhythm, rolling bags, echoing announcements, tired faces moving toward gates and reunions. The police dog had been working for hours, trained to detect what human senses could not. To most people, he was just another uniformed presence, another checkpoint inconvenience. But to his handler, the dog was focused, alert, his body language tight in a way that only years of partnership could decode. As the woman hurried past, gripping the handle of her suitcase, the dog suddenly stiffened. His ears snapped forward. His breathing changed. In a split second, instinct overruled routine. The bite was not aggressive in the way people imagined. It was precise, deliberate, a trained response to a threat invisible to everyone else. The woman yanked back, panic spreading across her face as officers rushed in. Onlookers pulled out phones, some angry, some frightened, others already convinced they were witnessing an abuse of power or a terrible error. The handler struggled to keep control, his voice tight with urgency, his hands steady but his heart racing. This was the moment every K9 team trained for and dreaded, because if the dog was right, lives were in danger, and if he was wrong, an innocent person would be shattered in seconds. Security moved fast. The area was cleared, the crowd pushed back behind barriers, whispers turning into nervous murmurs. The woman trembled, insisting she had done nothing wrong, tears streaking down her face as she clutched her jacket. To her, the suitcase held everything she owned for this journey. To the dog, it held a scent that screamed warning. The handler trusted his partner more than the noise around them, more than the accusing stares, more than the pressure to de-escalate quickly. He stood his ground. Minutes stretched painfully long as specialists arrived. The dog remained locked in place, muscles tense, eyes fixed, refusing to release. That refusal spoke louder than any alarm. When the suitcase was finally examined in a controlled area, the truth surfaced with chilling clarity. Hidden within the lining, expertly concealed, was something that could have turned the crowded terminal into a scene of devastation. Not dramatic, not cinematic, just sudden, irreversible loss. The kind that leaves families waiting forever at arrival gates. When the announcement was made that the threat had been neutralized, the terminal exhaled as one. Shock washed over the crowd, followed by a heavy silence. Phones lowered. Anger drained away. The woman collapsed into a chair, sobbing, not in defiance now, but in the overwhelming realization of how close she, and everyone around her, had come to tragedy. Whether she had known what she carried or not would be decided later. In that moment, all that mattered was what had not happened. The dog finally released the suitcase when commanded, tail low, body still alert, as if aware that the danger was gone, but the weight of the moment remained. Officers knelt beside him, hands resting on his harness, gratitude written across their faces. He did not understand headlines or heroism. He understood only that he had done his job. People began to clap, softly at first, then louder. Not the celebratory kind, but the kind that comes from relief and humbled respect. Strangers wiped their eyes. Parents pulled children closer. Travelers who moments ago had been annoyed by delays now stood grateful for them. One small decision, one trained instinct, had preserved hundreds of ordinary lives and futures that would continue unbroken. Before this story ends, please take a moment to comment below and share your thoughts. Let us know what this moment made you feel. As the terminal slowly returned to motion, something fundamental had shifted. The airport was no longer just a place of transit. It was a reminder that safety often arrives quietly, on four legs, unnoticed until it refuses to be ignored. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you how fragile and precious ordinary moments are, please engage with this video. Like it, share it, and leave a comment. Because sometimes the greatest heroes are the ones who bite down when everyone else walks by, and because remembering them keeps us all a little safer.